get an email about something that George Soros has done today. You're being set up, America. Your way of life is at stake. And it is time that your neighbors stand up. And it all always starts with Spooky Dude, Mr. George Soros. As Spooky Dude himself tells us, it's maybe time for a new world order.
We really need to bring China into the creation of a new world order.
Yeah.
Financial world order.
Dope. Shouldn't have said that one. Dope.
The G20, in agreeing to peer reviews, effectively is moving in that direction.
It has been decided. The global order will happen and you'll be left in the dust. The First Amendment guarantees our right to free speech. And while that's a divinely inspired gift to us, that's a problem for progressives. So they will devote their entire lives to try to find a way around the Constitution to shut people like you and me up. Anything goes. Remember, Saul Alinsky once said the ends justify the means in a book dedicated to Lucifer. Around the Constitution. I mean, it's a sad and pathetic existence, but that's the way they are. He's been expanding his influence through groups such as the Tides Foundation. Tides is a group responsible for running anti-capitalist propaganda movies in our schools. We've talked about it. The Story of Stuff. This is for our schools. We gotta do it in churches too. So now they have the story of Let There Be Stuff. They also fund groups like Green for All, Van Jones Group, and the Apollo Alliance that wrote the stimulus bill. And they donate money to Media Matters, Center for American Progress, and Acorn. Huffington Post. Huffington Post Investigative Fund is an independent, nonpartisan venture. We are in the process of creating our own nonprofit institution. While we do so, the Tides Center, a nonprofit incubator, serves as our fiscal sponsor. He's also done other things, like he brought up the Secretary of State's for election recounts, SOS, that helped count the votes for Al Franken. He's buying up journalists. Soros Open Society Institute just announced for you $1.8 million to add 100 journalists at NPR radio stations all across the country. For you. The only good thing here is at least that George Soros is now just buying the reporters out in the open. For you. What a happy little family. All of this can be found on the internet. All of it. So what do they do? They sit around and they call my sponsors, or they email them. Yeah, they threaten them, harass them, intimidate them. His friends announced several different earth-shaking campaigns to get me off the air, and but it's not like they've never accomplished anything. No. It's not like they're losers. But they had to go on and admit that they have been utter failures. By the way, they've been doing this now for 2 years, and as far as I know, utter failures. I'm still on the air. George Soros announces his, capital letters, first ever contribution to Media Matters. Lies. Now, there's never been a check with George Soros' signature on it to Media Matters. No. He has to launder it through these organizations over here. And I bet we could find something on their own website. There it is, Tides Foundation. Here it is, how you can give. Maintain your privacy. Donors' privacy is protected and anonymity is ensured if you so desire. When you recommend grants through Tides Foundation, a particular grant recommendation or all of your giving can be anonymous. Soros started the Open Society Institute that funnels the money to Tides. They've been hiding until now. Isn't it feel better now? Don't you feel freer, George? Be like, yeah, this is who I am. Spooky. How did does Soros collapse an economy? He usually writes an op-ed or, a press release or something, and then he just waits for people to follow him, as they always do. He is the guy who's called for the managed decline of the U.S. dollar. Gee, George, thank you so much. I can't wait for my money to be worth less. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to watch for something. I want you to watch for his editorial, because it is coming. Only a matter of time. George, do you have it written yet? It will be the end of the dollar when he writes it. He's done it with 4 other currencies, and each currency has collapsed. Oh! See, what he does is he buys up everything he can. He buys gold, like right now he's buying gold in huge sums. And then he just, he waits for the right time. And then he says,
I don't know, I think maybe this currency is not going to go so well. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay in it.
And he sells, and everybody panics, boom, and they collapse 4 times. You're going to go for number 5. Apparently, I got so much under George Soros' skin that after 6 years of hiding his money trail, where does it all come from? Yesterday, I invite him on this show to talk to me for free. And what does he do? He writes $1 million check. I might buy them a clown car. Just offering him free television time makes him say, get him. Wow. You know what's weird? This press release is almost like a wanted dead or alive poster, isn't it? Get him. Get him! Get him! Gee, Mr. Soros, you're not inciting violence over there towards me. You're not making me public enemy number 1, are you? Dead or alive poster. I hope not, Mr. Soros. Get him! But I'll make sure to track down all of that violence. You can call us names, everything. They're funny. Doesn't matter. Tell America to their faces that America is over, that everything that we've earned needs to be redistributed to poor countries so we can level the playing field for everyone. Make the case. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't think so. And by your $1 million donation today, dead or alive poster, I don't think you think so either. So, George, what are you thinking of me? I'm offering you 1 hour on this broadcast. You're so thoughtful. You and me, mano a mano. No minions, no spin doctors, no NPR journalists. Just you and me. You and me. You are so much smarter than I am. Now, I might disagree with you on some of your spooky ideas. But I'm sure you could just explain them to the American people. I'll give you the whole hour to do it. Call me. White House has the number. I'm sure you'll be for that. There it is, Mr. George Soros, on this program. Mano a mano. You and me, George. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on. Come on. Spooky dude, George Soros. Now, at the end, do you understand? But wait, there's more. We'll tell you next week.